Oh Lord.
Tide ho.
Oh Lord.
Ho tide.
Lord.
Tide
Oh my.
ho.
Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Hey guys.
Hello.
How's it going?
What y'all doing?
It is us.
Again. Are
Yes.
y'all tired of us?
Yeah. Sorry about the removal of the guest host. We're sorry, you guys. We voted him off the island.
No, he'll be back.
He will, actually.
He comes in and out. So
Yeah,
we really want
that's
to
the
have,
point of a guest host.
Exactly,
Gosh,
yeah.
duh.
We're gonna have more than just him. We're gonna have some other people.
Yeah.
We'll try.
BJ wants to be on. I've already decided
We
that
have
we're
to
not
give
doing
him
it.
a name, but he has to come.
Yeah, we're gonna give him another name when he gets on, but for right now, he's BJ. So
Yeah.
BJ, you're not invited.
Oh Lord, do not tell him that. Okay, you guys. The topic we're going to talk about today is relationship part 2. We already did one,
yes.
so, which was
and we were just like,
amazing.
it's so weird. Our process with figuring out what we're gonna say. We're just like, he'll be going to work at 5 a.m, and I'm just sitting there like, either I'm getting ready for bed or I'm like editing or something like that. So we'll just start talking and we'll be like, and yeah, I ain't like this. And I'll be like, yeah, I ain't like that either. We go into this deep, wonderful message, you guys. And then we're like, we should talk about this. And that's our process.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we really do.
We do. We create
good
magic with
conversations.
We do actually.
It's really
like
amazing.
They're deep conversations. Like for some reason, we're just
And
very.
going in.
We do.
Have it. I'll be late for work.
He does. No, this be him. This would be him. What time is it? Oh Lord, I need to get back into work. I'm finna be late. I'm like, yeah, you sure?
And I'll be like 30 minutes late. I'll be in the front.
You do. Let me tell you about how petty this bitch is. Okay,
Okay.
Like he'll be sitting right in front of his job. We're having this whole conversation. He's like, I'm gonna give me something to eat. I'll be right back.
Everybody, it's like 15 minutes before clocking in, and I go get some breakfast, and then I go sit out in the front.
And we just talking.
And he be passing by me. I'm like, hey, girl.
I be hearing them. They're like, I see you going in. I see what's going on. And I'm like,
like, please care about y'all. But shit, I mean, they're gonna get rid of me. Fuck them. They're gonna get rid of me. They know they like me. But the funny part is, I'm saying they hire somebody, and they think that's my twin. I'm not gonna lie. So the guy that I'm really want to introduce to it, like they say that we kind of look alike, and it was like, everyone was like, oh, y'all really. They thought it was me. And they said, oh, did Todd Ho shave his head or whatever. I was like, no. And when I finally met him, because I didn't came the day when he first came. So when I finally met him, he's like, I heard so much about you, like, because everybody kept on thinking I was you, and I was like, all right, you okay?
Lord. But yeah, I heard that. So tell me what's going on. Why did you take a break?
Well, what is
He's like super blushing. It's just so adorable.
Because Babe finally came back from out of town. He went to New York and he had a very good.
He told me all about it. Well, not all about it. He told me the big details. Yeah, I heard that story, and I was like, I was mad when I heard that story.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Babe wants me to even mention it.
Yeah, because that's something that if he wants to, just let him know.
I was really upset, and
I was too.
It was a really like a little situation.
It was a messed up moment.
It was, and I feel like it's sad that we still in them times where we are.
True.
And I think that
oh, excuse me.
It can be a good thing or a bad thing, but I always feel like when you're in those stressful situations, just voice your opinion, and that at the end of the day, like I don't have to get ugly or ghetto with you.
Yeah.
And let's stop using the word
I'll
ghetto,
do it
because I feel like when people they only do that when it's like black
people. Negative.
When it's
negative.
Black people. When it's black people, it's ghetto.
True.
But if it's upon white people,
it's speaking your mind.
Yeah.
No. It's not trailer park. It's always you're speaking your mind. You're telling the truth. You're saying what I wanted to say, and it's like
it's like that. I think I had a moment where I had told someone this, and it really because it started pissing me off when people always say, "Oh, customer service, the customer always right," and I said, "Guys always right."
Customers are not always right.
I say, "Guys
as
are
a
right."
person who is a customer and watching other customers do the absolute most for the absolute least.
Because they feel they can do that because you're on your
the
job.
customer's always right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'll tell you like you're wrong. And I don't care to
yes.
tell you. I'm like, you're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You're not going to hand me any kind of way. Oh, you don't value your job. No, you don't value your face. Because I will come across as counter on you.
You need to value.
And I hate when straight men think, I will get crunk with you. Like, all this.
I hate when they do that whole thing where they don't want you to work. They don't want you to serve them or something like that because, I don't want no gay person to help me out because I don't want you to pass it. I don't want to pass it.
Because, first of all, a lot of people.
This isn't a Tyler Perry production, you guys.
So they can't do that. If they do that or let alone say that, they can get fired.
This isn't a Tyler Perry production, you guys. We can't just cough and we have AIDS now, you know?
Tyler Perry did not do that shit.
He did.
When?
That was in one of the movies. I don't remember. You know I don't care about him like that.
When he said that?
But it was in one of his movies where one of the characters like just... and next thing you know, they had AIDS. They found out they had AIDS. That's why.
I never heard of that one.
I want to say it's for colored girls. I really want to say it's for colored girls. But I feel like it's another one.
Because Jan and her character, the guy that she was messing with, he was, and they got HIV.
And that's why I was like, it's very lazy. It's kind of like, no shade, you guys, but
my point is why
what's his name?
First of all, my point is why he had to be a gay person. Why couldn't he just be that he was sleeping with someone else?
Yeah, like
so
you know,
see, okay, this is gonna be a whole other story. We might
no shade, you guys. But what's his name doesn't know how to do really good gay storylines. Empire, the one who did Empire, the black guy, the black gay guy. I forgot his name.
He did play on a movie that was okay. Oh, whatever. Okay. But you know what I really want to do? Just bring up. Look, you guys, I just figured out the top we was gonna do. We should actually do some movies that we felt that was very stereotype against gays. Yes. I think that would be good.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, and we'll have to watch it. You guys. This should be one of our sleepover cap nights.
Ooh, we're going to do that. You guys, we're going to have this series that we're trying to do. It'll be called the Sleepover Extravaganza. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to be doing. I
really want to do that. I think that would be so amazing. So we can really get. And I think
it'll be fun just popping popcorn and watching gay films and going, okay,
that was good.
Yeah, that was just watch the previous one that we did. Okay, you guys, just watch. Just watch.
We're not doing this.
Support your people. Just watch it, okay?
If I want to send some money, we'll give you the info.
We will love it.
We love it. Message
we'll do a Kickstarter, you guys.
Hey, fund me.
Okay, you guys.
We don't have to do this cap night. I've been because I've really been hanging with Bay a lot, but I really want us to. Do something.
Know they've been doing so much, and I think it's so adorable. Like y'all set up, y'all everything and all that. That's very cute.
But this weekend I gotta be with him because I ain't been.
Supposedly, I have somewhat of that going. Getting ready.
Yeah,
I'm preparing it.
Oh, I'm very excited about that. But I'm watching this dude. It's like a hawk because you Capricorn, so we gotta watch.
Oh yes, I'm dealing with two. Well, with one, and then the one that you're telling me about.
Hopefully about it, yeah. And I've been trying to tell him. He's like, what's your type? And look, you guys, this is personal talk right here.
Technically that connects. Technically, what's your type connects. We're finally connecting the dots.
But he pretty much said that he didn't have sight, as long as he's a good person. But he had a thing about skeptical about Pisces, like, he was like, if Pisces know they're all that, they would cheat. They'll whore around.
That is a lie.
That is not always the truth. I say
I've never whored around. Okay.
Okay, and exactly. I was like, no, and I say he got all his teeth. He's beautiful. Yes.
Well, some of them.
And I said, you got a nice frame, a good body. I tell you, he has a nice fabulous ass. I wish I had an ass like that.
You do. You have thighs.
I have thighs that won't lie. I have thighs that will not lie. And a little butt that can't cut. But at the same time, you have the badonka-donk.
I have skinny thighs.
Girl,
I have, to me, no, because to me it feels like.
You consider yourself like a twink.
No, I could never be a twink. I'm too hairy to be a twink.
Girl, bye. Bitch, it's called shave. Girl, look, let's get in the show before
you guys
stop being friends with this one.
Relationships part 2, you guys. So first thing we're going to talk about is things you can't and do not want to accept in a relationship. So it's kind of like, like our relationship no-nos, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So you go first.
Yeah,
go first. Sure, first.
I had a lot if you want to make.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. So Like, what's some things that you can't and do not want to accept in a
I
relationship?
think
Like
what
your relationship no-nos and stuff.
I got firsthand experience about
Yes.
this.
We do too.
Huh?
I probably do too.
I'm just saying we both do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you said I. And I'm
Yes, ma'am.
saying I do too,
Okay,
probably.
well, I'm sorry. Okay.
I know your cancer experience.
Whatever. Exactly. He brought it up. I didn't bring that shit up. He brought it up through this web. So when I say it, don't say shit. Because he brought the shit up.
I'm just helping you guys get drunk, okay?
I ain't even gonna roll a flan because it's the facts. Okay. Okay, you guys. Pretty much so my big deal is I dealt with a situation where I felt that I grew up with where one of my parents was on drugs.
Mhm.
And that just didn't sit well with me. I never felt like and to see my parents go through that dilemma, and the only one was, I'm not going to name which one it was, but to see that I just couldn't, that's one of my pet peeves. So I'm not saying, look, as long as you have control of it, like, you know, we all do a little weed, maybe take a little, like, I understand that as long as you have control of it versus saying that I need it. It's a very difference that I can go without. Versus, I need it. Like, I'm very of a social. Like, I do a little weed, a little bit, little tab. You know what I'm saying? But it's only for social if I'm about to go out or if I'm about to do something to have fun and relax. That's what I do it for. And I don't really go out like that. So you can just imagine how I don't do it.
True.
So at the same time, it's just, that is a pet peeve. And I have dealt in relationships where I've seen people that they needed it to order survive. And I feel like a lot of time when people do drugs, they're trying to escape their own reality, their own truth. And I feel like that's just something that don't sit well with me. I'm very in control of my emotions. And for a person to always run from that and use drugs to hide that is a very issue for me. And I can't deal with that, because if you're running from your emotions of your past and stuff like that, you're not dealing with it. And I ain't got time to deal with a person that's always on drugs. Because when you're on drugs, it's always a different persona of you.
True.
It's not all of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm constantly around you and you're high and stuff like that, I'm not really getting a real you.
And then once you're off, it's like, who is this person?
Exactly. And it's just when I deal with that dilemma, and they get cranky too. They get angry when they don't have that set of drug that they need to escape from that and be mellow and chill. I have to deal with a person that's dealing with their past all the time. Their past, their future, whatever's going on at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a very big deal for me. And that's just one of those. Another one, I don't know if you want to go bounce back and forth off it or what.
Yeah, we could do that. I guess I can take that, because that is the thing. Like, you know, you don't want somebody who they have no emotions, they have no feelings, because they're so on drugs that they don't know who they are, they don't care, they're just on drugs.
Do you really love me because you're on drugs? So,
you know? Like, am I your drug fantasy or am I your real fantasy? Am I who you really want to be with, or am I who you want to be with when you're on drugs?
But it's the point to bring in, if it was a case of you losing me, if I say, hey, if you don't stop this certain drug or don't do this, would you pick this over me?
Yeah.
And if I get that clarification that, hey, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Like, and it is what it is. And once
it reminds me of, I don't know if you saw this, but it was Iyanla's Fix My Life when DMX was on there. And it was like DMX and his son. And so his son was like, you know, I love you when you're off drugs, because you're you. I feel like we're close. I feel like, you know, I want a close relationship with you. But the only way I can have that is if you're not doing drugs. And so DMX looked at him and he said, that's not going to happen. That's not we're not doing that. And to me, it's kind of like, you know, if somebody who's on drugs can pick drugs over their family, they'll pick drugs over you. Like, it's if they can pick drugs over anything, they will do that. And that's the problem. Like, when you become dependent on that, when you become dependent on drugs instead of, you know.
I had a situation actually where me and this person was having a debate. And we had a thing where we were against drugs and everything. And it was this movie that Denzel Washington played in. And he played in a movie called Flight. I think it was called. And he was like, you know, the storyline. He was like, the point is, oh, he got off drugs. I don't know. I think it was to the point where he was saying that. Why was that the moment? I say, with drugs, there always have your bottom.
Which is true.
Your bottom, and it can be the death, or it can be something else.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's something else before death.
Yeah.
So, and I think in the movie, if you guys, spoiler alert, so you know, just probably skip it through.
This is a spoiler for me too.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah. No. Go.
Okay.
Go. I'll still see it. Denzel is an amazing
drug
actor.
Person has a bottom.
Yeah.
That they'll be like, no. So in the movie setting, it was the point that he did drink through the flight or whatever that happened, that where it was something that the airline did not do a double check on, where the engine blew or something. So pretty much so, in the end, you know how in a major company, they're not going to take the fall. They're going to
you're taking the fall.
Something else. So what they did was they searched the whole plane. They found some alcohol really by the cockpit where the pilot be at. So pretty much so they was trying to say, we gotta blame somebody so we don't take the full hit, you know what I'm saying, to protect their company. So pretty much so at that moment they was trying to blame somebody that was already dead. Which there was a woman, she was a flight attendant, and she saved somebody. She died saving somebody. And the pilot saw it, who actually drunk. But even though he did a great job, he saved the people. Even though he was drunk, a little tipsy, he saved those people. But in the end, the airline had to blame someone.
Yeah, they always do.
So what had happened was him seeing that woman save this boy that she saved, and it was a boy or whatever. But her saving this person that she risked her whole life, and him seeing that, and they wanted to say, hey, we want this lady to take the fall. And he was like, I can't do that. And he was like, I'm not going to do that. This woman risked her life to save someone. And you want me to tell, and I seen this, and you want me to have her take the fall. I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. So everybody have their rock bottom. Yeah. And I had to explain that to him. I say, this is how he felt about it. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I can't. He's like, and he did serve time in jail. He's like, yeah, I'll serve time in jail. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit around here and say someone did something when they risked their life to save a human being.
Yeah.
She did her job. And that was so monumental for me. And definitely to know that, me realizing that they have a rock bottom, that they're saying, look, I'm not going to cross that line. And I feel like one of my parents, when they was in that situation, they had a rock bottom. It was like, and I had asked one of my parents, I was like, why did you do that? It was like, I did this because I couldn't see my child in this kind of neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it was like, I couldn't see that. He said, I saw it, and okay, look, it's my dad. Shit, I'm sorry. I'm
sorry, you guys.
I'm gonna have to say it. It was my dad, and my dad was like, I couldn't see my child there. And he was like, I looked at it, I visualized it, and I was like, I'm not going to do that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't be that selfish. And everybody has their rock bottom.
True.
And it's just, if you're dealing with a person that don't see it or don't have it, you have to move on. And I was in this situation where I had to tell the person, like, I can't do that. I can love you. I can care about you. And I love this person. I love them. I was in love with them.
Is this the letter?
Yeah, it was a letter. Okay. I was in love with him, cared about him, wanted to do anything for him. But when I saw that, because I tried to work with it.
Mm-hmm. He did. I'm just going to be honest with you guys.
I did. I saw that. I said, it's okay. I love you. It's okay. I'm not going to sit around and have you want to live your life. Because when that person said, look, I'm comfortable with what I am. This is what I am. Now what's up? And that's what the person told me. And I said, okay, cool. You don't want me around. Because in the end, you're going to hate me. I will never sit around and be with somebody I love and not tell them the truth. Yeah. If I think you're doing something that's hurting you or destroying you, I'm going to say something. I'm going to say, don't do it. Don't do it. So you're going to end up hating me anyway. So why not just remove myself from the situation? True. Because I'm not going to be a lifetime telling you something that's wrong.
And then the thing is, you can't save everybody. Like, if they see where they are and they're like, I'm fine with this.
You gotta love them.
Don't tell me what I'm doing. And you're like, okay, I want you to do better, but I can't change you. I can't change you until you want to change yourself. So
And
it's
I
one of
love,
those
and you
situations.
love them and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
know,
That's all you can do.
That's their
because
journey at the end of the day.
It is. So, yeah, that's one of those things I can agree with. I think for me, it would have to be, and I'm going to bring this person back up. It would have to be cheating, would be one of those things that I
Oh, yeah,
can't.
definitely.
Yeah.
We'll let him go first, and I'll go next.
Okay. Well, whatever. I feel like that was shade, but you know what? I got you.
Never shade. I'm a good girl.
All tea, all shade.
Girl.
But yeah, it was my first ex. I told you guys about him, and one of the things that he did very often was he would disappear. And so that's why I kind of have this weird issue with like people who don't communicate with me, where I'll get kind of like nervous and antsy. I'll be like, do they like me still, or what's going on, or something like that. Like I'll get very get over the top dramatic with it. So it's this weird thing. So I think that was one of his things where it'd be like, we're talking for a week, and then 2 weeks later I haven't heard from him for 2 weeks, and then I have to text him, and he'll be like, well, I mean, you should have just texted me and let me know that you were interested in talking, and we would have talked. And it's just like this weird, like,
Pisces, by the way.
He
He's
was.
a Pisces.
It was not a good look for me.
Okay, keep going.
But yeah, it was one of those situations. Here, move your phone.
I'll move this.
The trash can is out of here.
I'll move this gorgeous iPhone.
The trash can is out there.
It's gorgeous.
Oh God, and it's 6:00. But anyways, yeah. He was one of those ones who he felt like he was a rebel. He felt like he was unique. He felt like he was different for ignoring what you would ask him. Like if I asked him, hey, just call me tomorrow. Or if he says, I'm going to call you tomorrow, and he doesn't call you tomorrow, he'll call you 2 weeks from now. And you're like, so why you didn't just call me? He's like, I mean, why you didn't remind me? Or, I'm a rebel. I don't like to settle down and do this and that. It's just like this very undependable thing. Undependableness. Let me just put that as a disclaimer. Let me just put that as the thing. So undependable behavior, like, really kind of it's something that I can't handle. Like if you say you do want to do something and then you don't do it, I would prefer you just tell me that you're not interested in doing it or that you have something going on. I prefer that than just not telling me nothing, because it's like I dealt with that and I don't like situations like that. I don't like being ready for something that's not going to happen, So it was one of those.
Can I bring up, because that's a whole nother web series we need to do.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, we're broadcasting it of the side effects of what people done to us.
Yeah.
If that makes us who we are, as we are, like what we would do and how we are now because of someone else's actions.
It's gonna
and how
be
we
cute. I'm already planning out a name for it. I'm gonna just do like side effects include. That's the name for it, actually. Okay. I'm just gonna use that.
I love that, because I was like, because we do. I think we do that. Where we have side effects that people done to us, and it's just like. Our experience makes us stuck in our ways of like, we just...
I don't like this. I'm not going to deal with that. Yeah. And it's like, the person could be just like, okay, I'll bring this up, you guys. This person that I'm talking to right now, whatever, I guess. Whatever. Anyways.
Whatever.
But I think he handled it better. We were supposed to do something on this week. And he was like, oh, I can't go because I have something else I have to do. And he told me that beforehand, to where I was like, it wasn't at a time where I was like, oh, I'm gonna get dressed. I'm already dressed and I'm ready and we gotta go. And then next thing you know, I don't hear from him for 2 weeks. It was more like, hey, I can't come, but if you want to do it tomorrow or the next week or whatever you want to do, whenever your schedule is ready, let me know. And I was like, yeah,
I like that at the point that he said whenever you're ready.
Yeah, and he's like, tomorrow, if you want to do it tomorrow. We can. And amazing. I was like, yeah, we could do it tomorrow.
Honesty.
But yeah, that's what I was like. He handled it in a way that I was like, okay, this is fine. I like this better than, what I've experienced before.
He was respectful, because some people don't do that. They'll make up some bullshit excuse.
Or they don't even do that. They just don't talk to you, and then next thing you know, you hear them, and they'll be like, hey.
You bring it up. Because I'm the type of person, I'll talk to you for a minute, and then I'll bring it up. So what happened? Oh,
Mm-hmm. They love to pretend like it never
Girl,
happened.
what?
They love to pretend like, hey, you'll be like, hey, what happened last week? What?
Oh, why you?
What?
Girl, bye. Because when they get defensive and start yelling, drop, exit. I've been like blocked.
Moving on along.
Exactly. But cheating, I do have definitely issue with.
Yeah.
I've been on both ends of this, and I really want to bring it up.
Me too.
Yeah.
No, because I actually have too. It's like weird. Like I told him this situation. I'm not going to tell you guys just yet because I'm not ready to tell you the full story, the full tea. I will just say.
How about I just bring up my situation?
Yeah, go for it.
Be open to.
Well,
okay.
whatever, I guess.
I've been on a situation where I felt like oh Lord. Okay.
I was gonna grab my sandwich that he brought. He brought a sandwich for me and himself.
Yeah, I made it by the way.
Yeah.
I made it by the way.
Okay.
Talking shit though.
Love.
I was talking shit when I was making this shit.
I was
going off on D. I was like, bitch.
No, because he was sitting there like, oh, you want mayo on it? Because it's mayo. I was like, oh, I don't prefer mayo.
It's not a chicken sandwich. It's not a chicken salad sandwich.
I know, but still, I was like, I don't prefer mayo.
You a lie, because I said I was going to give you a chicken sandwich, but they ran out before I was able to make it. So it's not a chicken sandwich.
Oh, it's changed.
Yeah, it's like it changed. We ran out. I was
very.
First of all, because someone was in my department, so I was walking back and forth. So I was working.
Cute one.
Yeah, the one that you're gonna be dating.
Well, let's hope that works out.
No, I was walking back and forth.
If not that, I have this other situation going on right now.
Oh, girl, bye. Single life.
I'm trying not to be single. You know, maybe I'll be in those poly.
No, I hook your ass up. Hold on, we're gonna do a commentary on this. I hooked this ass up. I had put I put ham and I put roast beef and I also put a turkey because I know you want some turkey in your life. I got the mustard on that because I know you like mustard.
Yeah, you do.
Because I can't stand mustard, so I was making a face when I put it on.
This is the first time he's ever actually known me, you guys.
I did not know you like. No, I did not know. What my boyfriend actually liked mustard, by the way, but he can go without. But this bitch has to have mustard.
No, but for real, I love it. I don't know why.
That shit is nasty.
It's
okay,
tangy.
Hold on. I can eat honey mustard. I can eat honey mustard.
No, but you know what? Honey mustard is delicious, though. I will say
it is.
that.
I can eat that a little bit because it got a little honey. It takes out the tangy taste. Because when I taste mustard,
by the way, you guys, this actually does connect. For those people who feel like we're not connecting our stories, this does connect. And if you want to date me, because he's already got a man, but if you want to date me,
bitch,
I like honey mustard.
They got to do with anything.
No, because this one guy, I had sent him the link to our videos, and he said, y'all be running on and other things.
I would not give a fuck. And I was like, I don't give a fuck who this guy is. I don't know.
This is a different guy.
It's a different guy.
Yeah.
Okay, no, bitch. We're gonna talk this bitch after the broadcast. Finish your sandwich, bitch.
But yeah, he's just saying.
Eat your sandwich. We're gonna talk.
Stories don't actually connect. And I was like, yes, it does connect.
When did this happen? See, I'm not about to give him my live reaction. I'm gonna ask him after we go to a commercial break and hit the time on paid sponsors.
But I'll tell you guys.
No, you can tell shit. I'm gonna fucking cuss him out. You gonna give me his phone number, bitch. Oh no. Okay, so no, we were saying about cheating.
That's what I don't think I can accept that.
I've been on both ends of the stick of that. Yeah. I had actually was dating someone. This was the first person I was in love with, and I felt they were cheating on me, which I knew they were. And I pretty much still started cheating on that person. Mm-hmm. And I felt like at the end of the day, like you shouldn't have to become something that you wouldn't allow yourself, and I did. I cheated on him, and he found out, and I was hurtful about the whole situation. I cried my whole way because he was living in Dallas at that time, and he was in Houston, and he found out, and we drove from Houston to Dallas, and I cried the whole time to Dallas, and it was a really hurtful situation. But the sad part about it is the person that he was sleeping with, that's the one he was going to meet once he made it back to Dallas, when I was driving him back to Dallas, and he went on the date and then stole my pad, by the way. Oh yes. Oh, the shit get deep, bitch. But at the same time, even finding out all that, I still feel bad that I did cheat it because that's not the person I am. Yeah. So I know they have a lot of people in the world that be like, well, what you worrying about it for? I mean, he cheated on you first, and like that's not me. I'm not that person. And then I found myself in another situation where I was talking to someone and I slept with them, and I did know at the time they had a boyfriend, and after what I felt so bad, and I kind of talked to the person about it, and I was like, well, how do you feel? Like, I was making him feel guilty after cheating with me.
Yeah.
I was like, do you think he's gonna be upset? Are you like, and then I couldn't even do it no more. And I'm not gonna lie, he was a Pisces.
Oh, God.
No, he wasn't a Pisces.
Boyfriend or him?
The boyfriend was a Pisces. I forgot what sign he was. I think he was a Virgo or something like that.
Oh, Virgos are hoes.
I'm
I'm sorry, you guys. No, I'm not. I'm going to refrain from Virgos shaming you guys. Virgos are great. Beyonce.
That bitch lying. That bitch lying.
Beyonce is a Virgo, and
This bitch is lying. This bitch is lying. No, and I really, really felt bad about it. So I've been both ends of the stick, and it was just, I don't know, it was what it was. But it's just a hurtful situation. I don't think that it's any excuse to cheat. It's just break up with that person. Even at the point you was with them and you cheated, it's the point if you was gonna break up with them already. Yeah. But I think in the end, do the right thing, break up with them, and then do what you want to do. Because, I know as upon the situation with me and my boyfriend and how we feel about things, that's how in the moment, like, you cheat on me, like, I'm done. And he was very firm about that, and I was very firm about that with him. And he was like, that's it. And I'm like, that's the same way about me. And I think what I really love about our relationship and about him is he's the type of person, he's not afraid to be alone. He's like, I can be alone. I have no problem. And he know that about me. So we know that while we're together and while we're with each other, we're in this because we want to be in this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I'm not with you because I don't want to be lonely. No, I don't mind.
I'm with you because I choose to be with you.
Yeah. So it's kind of like that situation. I think that's like an amazing fact with us. So I think it's just like a beautiful thing. So, what else we would say that, okay, we can go into a little bit deeper, but I think we're going to hit the key points on like no job and not trying to get a job. That's the issue.
It's a difference.
No job and trying not to get a job.
Yeah. If you're not trying to do something with your life, I don't see us working out.
Exactly. You're going to school and you're trying to get a job. You're going to school to get a job. That's the difference. No job and
other things. I'm doing side hustles.
Exactly. But say the name. No job and not trying. This bitch is trying. No jobs and trying. I'm drunk. So that's the only reason I'm calling him a bitch, because I never called him a bitch.
No, he has.
I did not call you a bitch. When I called you a bitch? When I was sober.
All the time.
You a lie. You a lie. That's what. Oh my God. When this bitch be trying me.
You're throwing it.
When this bitch be trying me. Oh, girl. You know what? I'm about
No, but yeah. I mean, I don't. My thing is, I don't really care about all that, so I don't really. It's not something that bothers me, and I know it doesn't bother you either, because I call you that sometimes.
I even told the guy that at work, I told him like, you was like, you was in school and stuff like that. Oh, when he heard you was psych major, he was like, oh no, did he use it on you? I said, no, the fuck he don't.
That's rule 101 in psych. You learn that first day one. Don't use psych on people that you're not getting paid for, okay?
I remember, and I said, he don't use that on me. I was like, that bitch better. No, I'm not gonna even lie. Like, when I became Christian, I used to think that you was gonna do that to me.
You did say that. That was the first thing you said to me. You was like, oh, you're a psych major, so you're going to psychoanalyze me too, huh? And I was like, no.
I did say that. I was like, no.
I was like, no, I'm not getting paid.
I said, bitch, don't do that. And then he was like, you don't know, because they can do it when they're not doing it. I say, no,
That's
bitch.
That's true, though.
Yeah, they can.
Sometimes I do that.
Bitch, you do it to me?
Think about it. Sometimes, no.
You don't do that on me, because I know if you do that on me,
but
bitch.
Sometimes I don't even think about doing that. I'm doing it. It's just like it happens.
No, I don't think you ever done that to me. I think you always gave your honest opinion as a point of being a human being in your experience.
Well, the thing is,
but I think the way
point of view,
you do
also, because like sometimes I remember.
No, wait. This is what I think. Because I'm gonna cut you off, bitch. No, I think when you explain things to me, and which I do think is from as a part of your psych education. Yeah. I do believe,
but also personal experience too.
Yeah.
So it's like I never tell you, and this is the thing that some people as friends we fail in is that you tell the person what they need to do, but you don't tell them how to do it or how to handle the situation. You just tell them, well, girl, you need to just break up
And
with
remind you, this psych
behind.
major right here be asking me for my advice.
I do, actually. I do. Because you're my friend and you have great advice. You do.
I do.
You don't think that you do, but you do have great advice. And it's funny because like whenever I tell him certain things, he'll get mad and he'll be like, you know what? I'm actually mad. I'm pissed off actually now. And he'll be like telling me why and telling me the whole thing. And I'm like, you know what? That's actually logical. I get that. I get you.
Yeah, I am. He know I'm very protective of him. He really knows that, and
I am too. I'm very protective of you too.
I know. You know, when we went out with my ex, and I know how my ex is, and this actually the one who was on drugs.
Yes. Oh my God. Are you talking about that when he did that thing? When he asked that question?
Mm.
And I was like, well, I don't have any money right now.
Oh my God, like, because you know my ex, when he's on drugs, he pretty much will like only talk about getting money,
yes,
to be able to buy drugs.
Yes.
So yes, drugs out. So, and I know how my friend is. So I was like, I know how old Lord is. He likes to talk when he gets high.
Yes.
And my ex, let me say that my ex, he only have one tolerance. It's me of talking, because I'll talk. Or I'll be in the corner, chilling.
Don't talk as much as I do. I just go into.
He does, and I love that shit. That shit is so funny. And I had mentioned that when I say, look, and I say, I know how you are when people talking if it's not about money, and even if you did have money, you did have a little money. You had some money.
But it was, it was there. It was there.
Exactly. I was like, he was going to school and you got your grant money. You had money. I know you had, but he wasn't going to get none of that money. I made sure that, because he was the type, he was going to try to get that money out
this
you.
Is me. He was asking, and I was like, well, I mean, I can't because I have like birthday and Christmas gifts that I have to buy. I was really deep. I was like really thinking about it. I was like really deep in my answer. I was like,
he really was. And he had to like, I can't explain shit to him. Fuck him. So I was like, I had prepped. I said, you better not fuck with old Lord. If you fuck with him, I guarantee. I really like set him through a whole 5-minute tutorial. I said, I will fuck you up. I said, if it come between you and him, I will pick him. Fuck you. I was really talking to him. He was like, okay.
I know, and it's just like so weird. Like I was like, he's just so nice. Like
He
I don't
was
understand.
nice. I wanted to go off on him so bad. Like when he was talking, he was looking at me like, and I was like,
I kept talking.
I had that tight lip.
No,
like,
because I do that. I actually,
it's beautiful to me.
I know who I am.
But
I
the
can
point
admit that now.
Hold on, you can't say BJ don't mind that. I mean, it's you, and it's just adorable. And I was loving it. I was like, oh my God. But I knew how you are and you express yourself when you're a little turned up. Yeah. And I was just looking at him the whole time. He was making that face like, I was like, try it. Try it. I had gave that look that whole time. Try it. And he didn't know about it until afterwards, after the whole conversation. He was like, oh, you know what? Letter is so nice. Cool. I was like, bitch, no, he wasn't. He wanted to cuss you out.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Okay, we probably need to take a break. I think.
We commercial break. Finished all of them. Well, you know what? We did. We did. Let's just say it. The major things that I think people aren't willing to accept.
Cheating.
Cheating.
Drugs.
Not dishonesty. Lying.
Oh, honey. I had dealt with a Capricorn. Yes, I'm putting y'all on because I'm going on my personal experience.
So don't do me. Don't do him.
I'm not about to go that hard. No, not all of them. Like
no, but I get you.
But Capricorns have a point of just lying.
Because my cousin, he's like that. He was there.
A Capricorn.
Yeah.
Not the. And I got a cousin that's a Capricorn.
Not the cousin. The other cousin.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I got a Capricorn cousin too, and a fit of lying to look good, and it's just like you don't have to do all that. Just be honest.
Or
if you ain't got it,
extra. A lot of Capricorns are extra for no reason.
Yeah. Like if you ain't got it, you ain't got. Look, I'm the type of bitch. Mm-hmm. If I ain't got it, I ain't gonna act like I got it.
Yeah, me neither.
But what you're not gonna do. What you're not gonna do is act like I can't.
I don't.
No, and I haven't. But you're not gonna judge me as saying that I can't get it, bitch.
Yeah.
Because I can get it. And that's why I'm not worried about me not having it. But if that was my priority of having it, oh bitch, I can get it.
Yeah.
I just don't want it. Yeah. So it's a difference, bitch. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. So the lying, we can get that.
Yeah.
and cheating.
Cheating,
We
definitely.
and no job
cheating
and not
is a
trying to
no-no.
get a job.
No ambition with it. Like
There you go.
I talked to this one who I'm talking to right now, and I told him I'm attracted to somebody who has drive, who has a hobby, and they, their hobby is so immersed in their life that they get so excited. They have joy. They have happiness whenever they talk about their hobby. And I
Oh, wait a
told
minute.
him-
Hold on. I'm finding some new things. I ain't knew that.
I told you this before. We talked about this in the other video.
Bitch
In another
win,
video.
bitch win.
Dating.
Bitch is
Talked
bitch
about
lie.
drive
That
and
whole
dating,
lie.
remember? But anyways,
Old bag
and
lady
I
lie.
connected him. I told him, I was like, I connected in that, I want somebody who I feel like they have something that they can do in their life by themselves, and they don't have to be so leaning on me, so dependent on me,
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said that. And he's like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I was like, I know.
They got some good
And that's like-
Capricorns in the world. And the person I'm trying to introduce him to is a Capricorn. Girl, let me tell you something. I'm gonna get these girls together. It is something when people who really don't have lips do the duck lips. That is just so amazing.
Are you trying me?
Oh please, you and my boyfriend have the same kind of lips, and y'all just do not have the duck lips though. The Kylie Jenner lip injection lips. Girl, this is hilarious when they do that. And I always ask him, like, do the duck lips. It is so hilarious when the first time he did it, oh my God, that had me on the floor. Well, he was like, girl, I was like, girl, where you going with them no duck?
Anyways.
I got a coworker like that. I gotta introduce you to her. Her ass don't have no lips, but that hoe just be doing them Daffy Duck lips, and I be like, girl, why?
Lord.
Okay, you guys, let's take a commercial break. We need a commercial break. We got to take a
We
shot.
had a comment that we had said earlier. We said we were going to look it up later.
What comment? Damn, bitch. What comment we supposed to look up?
We'll figure it out. We'll tell you guys later. Well, we won't tell you. It'll be...
We'll drop it.
We'll just say it.
We'll have it on our breaking news. Now,
Yeah.
we do have our breaking news where we feel like we have to listen to the whole broadcast where we have to come back.
Yeah.
So that'll be a breaking news moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
new
yeah,
to the show.
yeah.
So, we always try to have different things. So, don't worry
We like to
about
have fun,
Yeah. So, you guys, listen to these unpaid.
Sponsors.
Remember, it's unpaid.
Yes, we're not getting paid for these.
Shit.
Listen.
Do y'all know somebody that's going to pay for us?
I would accept your cousin on your uncle's side who knows your aunt that also knows his best friend.
You know what? I hate when people do that. They were like, my sister, cousin, baby Tracy. Like, I'm like, bitch, I gotta
Who is
connect
this?
that to
Yes.
Okay, your
You're like,
sister.
wait,
uncle,
where does this
baby.
branch? Where does this branch on the family tree start?
Exactly.
Where?
It's like you trying to, you be all over the place. Like, look, by the time we went on, like,
It's
bitch, what's the tea? Because, bitch,
You be
went
doing the
through-
whole. You be doing. It's that you seen that gif of that woman who's like, and it's like a bunch of just math things all over her face. It's just like.
Look, bitch, what's the answer? Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it's a math problem. Like, stand right there, like, okay, bitch, what's the answer? 'Cause I don't know.
Just get to the point. Let's get to the point. But all right, you guys, we'll be back.
Yes. I've been sitting here kind of like thinking, and I was trying to feel like, what are we? I mean, we've been dating, we've been talking, we've been going on dates. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been having sex, we've been doing everything.
Oh.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's
Trying to
fine.
drink water or something?
Everything's fine. I don't like those kind of questions because I feel like it puts me in a box, and I don't like being put in a box.
Box
I like
where? Like,
I like being free.
A free? So
Yeah.
you're saying you want me to date someone else?
I didn't say all that. I said I'm
so-
gonna be free in that I don't like being put in a box.
Okay.
For me,
Okay, so
I'm okay with you being put in a box. Put
okay.
in two boxes.
So, like, what, like, okay, so are we dating?
I didn't say all that, but I did.
So,
Yes,
we're not dating.
maybe.
So, is it the point I can date someone else?
There's some leeway. No, you can't.
Okay, so we're dating. Are we exclusive?
you're exclusive to me.
Well, what about you?
I mean, I don't like being put into labels. I don't like, that dating word. It feels like such a heavy word on my end. It feels like such a, I'm newly gay. I'm just discovering who I am. And it feels like such a departure from me. Just to be tied down so soon,
Hashtag Thug Lips. Okay, so you're saying that. Okay, I'm yours.
Yes.
But you're single.
I didn't say that. I'm just
That's
saying.
what it sounds like.
I have feelings towards you.
Okay, so you don't want me to talk to anyone, but on your end, you can be with anyone or sleep with anyone.
Well, I mean, I still am newly single. I'm still newly, gay. I'm still newly this,
Nah.
So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what, I don't know if I can see myself dating a guy. I just want to say that, but I want you,
You want me, but you want to talk to other people, but you want me.
I mean, it's just
to be
talking.
exclusive to you,
They're
but
not,
you're not exclusive
I
to
don't
me.
see them as serious as I see you, I feel like I'm more serious with you than I am with them.
So how
with
would
them,
you
it's
feel
just
if I would do
sex.
the same thing that you do?
I would not appreciate that because that's not what our relationship is like.
Bitch.
All right, you guys, this is for the What Are We conversations.
And
That's
do
our sponsor
not
for
let
today.
them give you that bullshit.
Oh, yes.
Let me tell you something. With a situation like this, you guys, you have to get a direct answer.
Yeah.
I think you have, and that's why me and Ola was talking about this earlier this morning, of finding out
who they are to you.
Yeah, like what are we doing? What I think
Yeah.
I always told I mentioned this. I always in meeting anyone when I was meeting people and all that. Thank God I got someone.
When he was single. Whatever.
When you meet someone, you always ask this number one question of how they date. Because once you figure out that and what they do and all that, and if they don't, because some dance around the question, and when they dance around the question, be like, you know what, that waltz you just did was amazing. But let's get back to the tango, baby. What is it? Because don't let them shy away from the question. You'll find a lot about a person. If they shy away from that question, it is definitely a red flag. That's a number one flag.
Yeah.
And how do you date? What do you do when you date? When you're like, you have to ask those questions. Those key questions. You're not saying that's important. You're trying to force a person to a commitment. You're trying to force an understanding of how they deal with things. Because everybody dates and deal with things differently.
Yeah.
Especially in our community.
Oh, yeah.
You have to remember that we do not have a role model. We don't have a whole way of how to do this. And I had brought this up in a previous video that we did, where we don't have a role model. We don't have those set of rules. We don't have a following from a book of a Bible and everything.
Our role models are like usually just single guys
Exactly.
who haven't gotten to successful relationships, and that's really disappointing because it's kind of like we need to see that we can make successful relationships with each other. Because I mean, not saying this is not shaming interracial relationships, because I mean, those are, if you're happy and that person is happy and it's not set in racism or any of those type of isms or anything like that, or anti-blackness, it's fine as long as you're happy. But to me, it's kind of like all of our relationships, at least the ones that I've seen in celebrities especially black celebrities that are gay.
Just in person experience of us knowing people.
Yeah, like our black gay celebrities, a lot of them are interracial relationships, and it's like no issue with that. It's just, excuse me, I don't know. I guess it feels no. Like it feels like, where are the black gay love? Where's that at? Where is that kind of representation? Because it was so weird. I was watching Drag Race one time, you guys, and I'm really deep into...
RuPaul is married to a white man.
Yeah, he is. He's also done some very questionable things.
Lord, we have to talk about that off camera.
We will.
We're not going to go into shame.
We will. But yeah, it's like, there was this one guy on there, and his name was Jamal Sims. He's a dance choreographer. And so it was like, to me, it was kind of like, I was like, oh, wow, he's with a black guy. Because it's so rare for us, especially our celebrities, to be with each other, So, it's one of those things that
We'll get into that. That's gonna be a whole nother broadcast.
Oh, yes.
But I'm sorry this commercial took so long, but we really want to spread a light on things. I think we really want to get a little serious and
we want to talk about the confusion.
Yeah, we want to get in depth and try to have a message for this because I feel like this is a strong message.
It is.
And like I said, always ask those questions. Never be fearful. If you want to know something, ask.
That's the first thing. Don't interpret from their actions because their actions will confuse you.
You go by a person word, and if their words don't match their action, you can get them for that. So you know what? That didn't match together.
Yeah.
And you have to hold them accountable for it. And if they can't sit around and say, you know what, except that they wasn't accountable for their actions, or like their word was, if they can't do that,
it's time for you to leave.
Bye.
You're done.
Let me tell you something. You're not here to change the world. You're here. You're here to find somebody that you're compatible.
This isn't the best friends dating club. This is my man
club.
Yes. This ain't build a man club. This is my man.
Girls, don't do it.
Yes.
We all
don't build a man. Oh my God, don't build a man.
And some people have to go in the spread, but for those who don't have to, who can take honestly advice, don't do that. And
don't build a man.
I always want you to go through your own experience, but always keep that clear conscious of what's reality. You can love a person, but at the
from
same
a distance,
time, you gotta learn what is in your reality. Always take your situation as stepping outside and say, I'm gonna look in.
Yeah.
Because that's what I always do. I always look at. That's how I handle every situation. I always step back and say, you know what? I'm watching the show. I'm about to look at this person action. I'm listening what this person say. I'm going to listen what I said. You got to do that. And that's the only way you can make the best decision on your own.
But we'll get back to our podcast, you guys.
I'm sorry the commercial took so long. Oh my God. How we got here?
All right.
We'll be back. All right.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
What's going on?
Oh my God, what happened?
Hardy.
It took so long coming back.
Hardy.
You bitches.
We were watching Drag Race All-Stars, you guys.
We're going to finish that after this.
Yes, we have to.
Girl.
We're watching the first episode, and I'm, so in love already.
I'm going to start it over because I want to see when they come in.
That's the best
when Lady
part.
Gaga came in, I was, on the floor, the hands was up. I was with Bae, and I was like, bitch!
Right? It's just I'm robbing.
And no. Didn't she came on way before? Because I caught it at the end before I even knew it was Lady Gaga. I said, oh, this bitch look like... I said, this bitch is looking good.
She did look like Lady Gaga. I was I already knew.
It was it's Lady Gaga. I said, babe, you ain't... Shit, get in the corner. You're on punishment.
No. But yeah, I remember... Okay, you guys, this also connects. Let me just say that. This does.
The fuck up.
No. I'm saying that because here's the thing. When you're dating a gay guy who's actually accepting of his gayness, he's gonna watch Drag Race. Okay. No. But I'm not saying it in that. I'm not saying it in that area.
But that's what people do. I hate when people do that.
True.
Look, let me tell you.
That's
something.
What it was. That's what it was. I was supposed to tell you. I was going to tell you at the commercial break.
You and you're doing you and you're respecting everybody, that's cool with me. Yeah. I don't have no issue of how you act or how you present yourself.
No, I'm not saying that that's wrong.
No, but that's what a lot of people do, and
that is true because it's always this very mask for mask.
What the fuck is all that? We're gay. That's what people really is like.
Listen, if I can't be around you and I can't be around your friends, what am I doing here?
Let me tell you something. Like I said, I never been with a person that was as a point of making me. No, actually, I was, and that really pissed me the fuck off.
I actually did too.
Because I was like,
it's the same one.
Bitch,
that same one that I was. the same one that I keep talking about. That one.
Bitch, do you know? Because that letter loved me. When I'm like, bitch.
Wait, what? You couldn't be around his friends?
Yes, I could.
Oh,
I'm just saying but this other guy I was dating. He shall not be named.
Oh, yeah.
Girls, let me tell you something. When you're dealing with a nigga who hurt you and broke your heart, or whatever kiss me, his name is He Shall Not Be Named from Harry Potter, by the way. #. He should not be named. Because that's what we used to call my sister, baby daddy. He should not be named. No, we did that because it was my nephew.
No, but we
never wanted to talk about his dad in front of him.
Yeah.
So what we always used to say when we used to say anything when he was around playing, so girl, he should not be named.
That's actually smart though. That's actually smart. Just
remove his name.
Whatever his name is. I don't know about all that.
It's
I'm gonna just call mine. I'm gonna just call.
Fuck him.
I'm gonna just call mine Darth Vader.
Girl, yeah. Bitch, he looked like one of those aliens.
No, I'm not talking about the Latino one. I'm talking about the black one.
Bitch, we ain't talking about, I'm talking about the black one, bitch. Never mind, girl. Girl, let's
back rolls.
Okay,
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Relationship goals.
Or desires. You're already good, so you don't have to. You just shut up.
What are you talking about?
You shut up. You have one.
Okay, I'm gonna let him finish.
Yes, I'm gonna take this one. Okay. But so for me with relationship goals and desires, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so great, you guys. I'm just gonna have so much fun. Like, you know what I really want. For me, I think the main topic, the main thing I crave is honesty. Like, just be honest with me in who you are, how you feel, what you want. I just desire honesty. I desire honesty. I desire somebody who has drive, who has goals and ambitions. I want somebody who's just doing something with their lives. And if you don't have a job, but you have goals and ambitions and you have side hustles and you have something, you have things going on, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
So yeah, goals and ambitions. That's what I want. I want somebody who has things going on with their lives. I don't know. I'm one of those weird people who like sees those pictures on Instagram where they're like, me and Bay laying in bed, me and Bay, I'm doing Bay's hair. I like stupid things like that. I want to do stupid things like that.
Can I stop you?
But I don't want to post it. I'm not posting it. Yeah. I'm not going to post it. I'm just going to let y'all, I'm just going to do
Let's get this quite frank. No, I'm still on what you're saying. That's cool.
Yeah.
We're saying it's a difference on that. I don't know. What should this be under?
No, it's under here. Goals and desires. Because, there's certain things like, if I date you and I feel like your relationship is more Instagram than me, I don't see the point. No, that's not toxic. Let's just roll with it.
We're gonna drop that down. Because we'll piggyback. Because we'll say goals and desires, but we'll say a toxic situation.
Yeah.
So this could be a toxic situation.
That actually, yeah. Let's just do that.
We're gonna drop it.
But my thing is, yeah, I like stupid things like that, like where, me and Bay are watching a movie, but I'm not going to post it. It's more like I actually want to do the thing. I wanted to actually do the thing,
I think you can still do that.
Yeah.
I really don't think that you should be at a point of not expressing yourself in a certain degree. It's a whole, we can go back and forth and in and on this. You can do that. So that's just not, there's nothing wrong with that. We'll drop on that. But go ahead and finish it. What you were saying.
You would put me back on the spot and I'm eating this sandwich.
Okay, well, let me just jump into mine. Is it good? Is it really good?
Good. It's so good.
It is. I was trying to. We have ran out some ingredients. I want to put a little bit more than that, but we haven't.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna put some salt and pepper.
You're good.
Okay, so I think my relationship goals. I think I'm actually living them. So thank God I am.
Whatever.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Like, thank you,
shade fan.
Girl. Bye. That was never shade, bitch. You wait a minute, bitch.
I'm gonna throw shade.
You can't do that. You supposed to be happy for me, bitch. Wait a minute. And this bitch on this shade frat, bitch. This relationship is over, bitch. Wait a minute. No, actually, it's bitch. Oh, this is our last broadcast.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just I feel like
he's actually living the goals and
I feel like this is my real pure relationship.
Yeah.
I really feel like we're on kind of on the same page.
We are on the same page.
I'm
all
sorry.
of what you've told me of him, and you haven't really told me a lot. Like, you've been telling me like little details,
because it's really nothing. Like, it's never nothing wrong.
It's really more certain things like we're doing this, we're going here, we're planning this, stuff like that, and you're living the goals and desires. You're living that relationship goals type of situation where it's like not posting on Facebook to let everybody know what we're doing. We're just doing it. We're just living it.
Eventually got off Instagram because I went back on Instagram for the first time in a while, and then I went back off, and I just recently got back on, and people hit me up because, just, how the girls are. Yeah. And then when they were hitting me up, I pretty much was like, hey, they were like, what you doing? And pretty much like, with my boyfriend, doing this. And it's just, I think one time it did upset me, but I was like, at the same time, And I got off soon as that happened. I was like, oh my God, these
Yeah,
bitches.
because you were sitting there telling me, it's like, why do I have to tell him what I'm doing with
But
my life?
but at the same time, I gotta understand that I was like, I didn't post anything about me being on this ship, so they don't know.
Yeah.
So I had to get out that mainframe.
True.
And when I did got back on, I was like, you know what? I'm just like, no, look, I got a man.
But I mean, yeah, you didn't post that, and I understand that because it's one of those things where I know you told me about how you were like, I don't feel like I have to tell nobody what I'm doing and who I'm with. And
Exactly.
we went into this long discussion because we talked about, and we'll put this in toxic relationship, you guys. So I would go deep into it, but let's just leave it for that. Yeah. But go ahead.
So I felt like, I had to get out that mainframe of thinking that, okay, girl.
No, because I was
Girl, bye. And I had to get out there, and I was like, you know what? Look, these people don't really know too much about my life. And I just got to tell them pretty much so, like, hey, I'm not on here for that. You know what I'm saying? I have someone, I'm happy, and it is what it is. You can't stop no one from being in their DM. And the only reason I respond to this person because I knew this person, and this person been like to me. Or whatever the case may be. So I think that's just how I felt about the situation. And, sometimes a lot of things you don't have to take personal.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the beginning, I took that situation very personal. So, and I've been back on there. And, of course, someone hit me up. I was like, look, I got a man. I'm good. Yeah. But if you want to talk, like, okay. But let's just, because I'm going to keep it short with you. I'm really not. I mean, I don't really care that much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got a lot of things going on. So I think that's just, like, pretty much all the desires and the goals. And I feel like I'm pretty much still living it. And this is like I feel like a real first relationship that I really was in, that where a person really genuinely like me and really a very sweet person. And by the way, it took a lot to get used to because it was very weird. I didn't know how to react to being with a person that really liked me and cared about me and was into me, because I dated a lot of frogs.
It's weird that we deal with that, where you're just like, you meet somebody, you're like, you actually like me?
Exactly. Like, I don't have to fight for you. I don't have to do all this to prove
extra?
This. It's like,
I have to be extra for you?
And
what?
it hurted me a lot to really realize, like, it was that. Like, it's like, how the fuck is this so hard? Mm-hmm. And it's a whole deeper feeling than any. It's like, how I value myself. Like, I was just used to just letting the person dog me out and treat me bad and hurt me and don't care about me. Like, it was just a lot. And to witness that of a person just really liking you and want to be with you and just like, okay, it was so of learning about myself that I really didn't know how to accept real love and a person really caring about me. And that just really just didn't sink or right with me. So it's like, and I think with me in relationships and when I was dating before I met this person is to find out something wrong with you. I mean, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Because I know you crazy. You got something that's I'm going to be really accepting of.
It's so weird when you do get into that like good place with people. You're just like, why are you here? Like, do you like me? Is there something ulterior motive? Like, what's going on? I don't understand what's going on. Excuse me. Anyways.
No, say what you.
Yeah, but no, that's it. It's just one of those weird situations where you're just like, do you like me? Like, I don't understand. What do you want? Like, what do you really
And we
want?
had bad relationships, both of us, by the way. So we were on the journey together to find the Mr. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, we was on that moment and trying to find it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was kind of good. And I feel like in a situation, I'm not saying I never met anyone that I feel like want to be with me or want to do for me. It has to be on the same plan for, like, I got to be attracted to you. That's one thing. And I have to feel that connection with you. Yeah, and I feel like the person I met, we met, and then it was like issues. Like, he would run away. So we don't think it was easy with me and this person I was dating. So it was a run. Because let me tell you, I had plans for this bitch. I'm like, this bitch tried me. So it took a while for us to really hit their own nose. And I wouldn't mess that up for anything. So I'm really, really... Okay. Oh, girl, bye. This girl's trying...
I wasn't going to shade you.
This girl is trying it and trying to take that fan away from me.
To
my boyfriend got a problem with that. He was like, I'm like, girl, settle settle down.
With the shade fan?
And I had something else in my hand.
Oh, you move around.
No, I was doing something like that, and he was like, she's like, stop. He probably was like, stop it. I was like, how dare you? I was think I was calling in from work. And I was trying to explain it. I was doing this. Yeah. And so she was like, put it down. Please put it down.
Oh. That sounds accurate.
So that was on our topic of relationship goals and desires. So your relationship goals is always to find somebody that you love and they love you. It's always got to be
first things first. I'm the realist. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh shut up. Oh girl. Oh, are you hip hopping for me? You have to be on the same level. It's always balance on anything.
Because even if y'all aren't on the same level like that, if y'all have amazing communication to where you can understand where they're coming from and they're understand where you're coming from, y'all can get there.
You have to listen. In the ideal relation, you have to listen to the person. Yes. You can't be the only one
and
talking.
Vice versa.
Yeah, you can't. You have to understand and they have to know you.
Yeah,
and you have to see a person always taking initiative up to.
Get to know you.
Yeah.
Get to know
and handle things.
Your quirks. Yeah. Like if
you're saying, I don't like this, and they do that, that's the issue. Mm-hmm. Versus of them trying.
Because, the tea is, when I first met my first ex, I said I didn't want anybody who did drugs or who smoked. Mm-hmm. He smoked all the time. That's the tea.
You smoke too.
Around that time I didn't. No. He was smoking he smokes like that and cigarettes and other things, whatever else that is.
Okay, hold on. That's a whole different topic.
Yeah. No, but see what I'm saying? It's like one of those things where, for me, it was like, I didn't want that from him. I didn't want that, period. And then he had that, and I was like, I'll just settle. It's okay.
Let me say something. I think that was your younger you. You gotta understand, when you get older, because I think when we're young, we always have this ideal person we want to date.
Yeah, we want the
and when we go through life, you'll be like, you know what? Okay, that can slide. This can slide. Because you be like, there's no perfect person.
Yeah.
The person is the point of work with a person, a decent person. And a person that's trying and willing. Because at the end of the day, we're always trying. We're always willing.
Wasn't doing any of those two things.
Okay, girl. Okay. That's a different story. We're not going to get into that. That's a whole different time.
Catch that tea.
Girl, bye. But we want to lace something.
Oh my God. I actually did it. I actually put it together and it was just so cute. I was like,
not saying lower your standards, but some things, some of your
standards aren't
just
realistic. They're not realistic.
It's
like some of them, when you're sitting there saying, I want him to be a virgin.
And that's why a lot of people, and let alone fine-ass people like ourselves and other fine people, are single. Yeah. Because their standards are so high. Because I have met a lot of people that I work with and stuff. They're very nice and good looking. And I ask about their standards and I'm like, baby, who you looking for? Jesus. You're looking for Jesus. I don't know when he's coming back. But when he come back, I don't think he's going to be looking for you. Well, he's going to be trying to save the world.
His jack's going to be completely full. His jack is booked for a month or so.
Exactly. I'm thinking he here to save the world and do God's bidding. So I don't know.
You know that too, but I mean, he has a jack.
Oh, shit. I don't think he's doing all that. So,
no, I'm just kidding.
Lower that. Yeah. I'm not saying lower it, but be realistic.
Yeah.
Be basic. Because there's no perfect person out there. And once you get that, let me say, this is how it is. Let me say something. I'm not saying the person I'm with is perfect, because they're not. They have issues and they're not perfect. But they're perfect in that. That's the perfect
thing about it, is that you can acknowledge his things his flaws, or whatever is considered a flaw. You know what I mean? Like, you can acknowledge all of him. Like, some people, they be like, well, he don't do this, he don't do that. He's perfect. And then they like tunnel vision the imperfections. They go, oh, well, I don't see that he's cheating on me, or I don't see that he steals, or I don't see this, because he's perfect in every other way. You know what I mean? And it's like, you have to acknowledge everything. Not saying that cheating and stealing are acceptable things, you guys. I'm not saying that.
No, we're not saying that. We're saying that's the point of bringing up that and them acknowledging that.
Yeah.
And I think you should never be in a relationship where you can't acknowledge it or tell the person how you feel. Yeah. Never be in a situation where you feel like you can't acknowledge that. I feel like in the situation with me and him, I'm never scared of saying, this is how I feel. This, and that's any relationship. I'm gonna always speak. And trust me, one of my first relationship, it was an abusive relationship. Not gonna lie, because I had to express myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I don't care. And yeah, it did get violent and stuff like that, but that's just me all day. Yeah. And it's the point, even though it did got violent, he didn't acknowledge it and still like attack me about it. Don't be in that either. Yeah. But always we feel that you can, and the person can take responsibility and try to work on it. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know. I think what mine is with him, and I'm like, it's really, really petty, but it's really, it is. I have a way of saying things, and it doesn't valid some points, or it doesn't, like, I'll say something like, how can I put this? I'll say something.
He does actually say that a lot. Huh? You do say that. How can I put this? I'll be like, oh my God.
Okay, shut up. No, I will say something. Literally, I will say something, and you will get my point.
Yeah.
Your point, you'll get, like, even though it's not the right way to say it, you'll get the point.
Yeah.
So he will tell me, Tato. Because I'm going to say my name.
Yeah, you were. I saw it. I heard it almost coming out. I was like, oh my God.
I would say it, and he would turn around. But that's not the point. That's not the word you're supposed to say. And I'm like, but you know what I mean? He said, I know what you mean, but words mean something to me. Yes, so I want you.
Words mean things.
And he always said,
that's the Reed reference, you guys.
Words
mean things?
It does. But even though the point, he gets what I'm saying, but he always want me to say it. And I get that, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm like, I understand that. Yeah. And it's like, it's just his pet peeve. And even though I'm like, I don't have to follow through with it, but it's like, I want to. Because it's like, anyway, is this the correct way to speak?
True.
But at the same time, it's something that matters to him.
Yeah.
And I want to do that because of him.
But so that's kind of like, you have to kind of sort of do a little
oh, honey, I still
do a little code switching.
Yeah.
Do a little code switching.
Oh, bitch, I do tell him, like, this is what I don't like. He'll be like, oh, okay.
What I said. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, in that moment, I'm like, especially I'm heating. I'm like, look, you know what the fuck I mean. So I cuss your ass out. Okay, guys, we're gonna move on from the desires and the goals.
Yeah, and we hit all the points. We did. Just communication. That's literally the
your relationship
first
supposed to be happy.
Thing.
Be happy.
Communication and accepting what you are okay with,
and be happy.
Yeah.
Always be happy. I feel like if you feel like a relationship is draining, you're not happy, you're not getting through, talk about it. And if you feel like you're scared to talk about it with a person, that your relationship,
that means you don't have a relationship. You don't.
You have to, and you have to hit those key points and those key moments. And I feel like it's not gonna be easy. Like, you're trying to combine yourself with another person.
Yeah.
And me, I always try to find a difference. I was like, I don't want a person to be just like me. I want a person that, I want them to have certain values as me. Yeah, that keep on. But I want them to have a different way of how they do things. And every relationship is compromised. Everything can be your way. And I'm a Cancer, and we're cardinal signs, so we like to run. Yeah, I said it. Oh, I said it, baby. We're cardinal signs. Shut up. Oh, girl. Oh, bye. Okay, but we like to run things. It has to be our way. And I have learned in my life that it's not always that way. And that's fucked up because I got 2 cardinal signs, a Libra and a Cancer.
And so both of them crazy.
Oh, he got a cardinal sign too. He's a Capricorn Pisces. He's a Pisces Capricorn.
I am?
No, he is.
Oh. Yeah.
And we're just...
Y'all both just crazy.
Yeah, and that shit explained him a lot. I was like, oh, man. I was like, you was weird for a Pisces. No, that helped a lot. And my sign too, because I'm very social, and that's the Libra part. Yeah. And then the point that I really want to be bothered, that's the Cancer part. I'm like, I'm friendly. That's why I tell you, I'm friendly, but I'm not that friendly.
That's why it was so weird, because he was like, I want to do a job where I don't have to deal with people. And I was like, what?
I know people always say I'm good at customer service. I had lost a job for saying some shit. I say, I can do customer service. I say, I get it. I understand. I know how to do it. I say, I don't like it. And then she's like, why did you say that? Now you're going to make me not hire you. I was like, but it's not true. Let me say, on interviews, lie. Lie to the full. Yes. Lie till you get it. And then you're like, you know what?
I'm such a people person. I love people. People are just the greatest. Oh my gosh.
Lie. That's the job of the interview. Lie. Even though if it's going to get you to lie. Would you come in early? Lie. You have to come in early. Like 2 hours early.
No, when it's time to come in early, I don't like this guy. Who is calling me? Who is calling me?
Who called me early?
Who is calling me at 4?
I was calling you. You was when? You already deleted when he called you. When? Girl, my phone records though. Girl, you know I be having trouble with my phone. You got AT&T. Okay, you know I have troubles with my phone.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's an Android.
Did I know?
I need to Shut up.
Tried it. Okay, tried it.
Let's move on because we're gonna be
All right, you
forever
guys.
for the day. We're gonna have to go to our commercial break.
Yeah, we will.
It's definitely a commercial break, you guys.
All right, you guys. We'll see you in a few.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah. Hold the phone. Call us back. No, I'm just kidding.
Shut up. Please.
No, okay. I'll tell him after during the commercial break. Okay, so I'm going on another date, I guess. Whatever. We'll see.
Oh God. Who's the guy? Who's the lucky guy?
This cute guy. His name is Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey. So seductive.
I guess
Well
whatever.
trained.
You know, I think he's a Sagittarius. But I don't know if I do all that. You know?
Okay. But does he have a good job?
I mean, he does, but
Where he work
he's still a
at?
Sagittarius.
Okay, but where he work at?
He works at the Hilton.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They make good money there.
I mean, but he's still a Sagittarius.
Okay, so is he into you?
Yeah, but I mean, he's a Sagittarius. I don't know why I have to keep telling you this. I mean, I'm still gonna go on the date, whatever. It's probably gonna fail because he's a Sagittarius.
Okay, is
What?
he a family
Okay.
man?
Yeah, he loves his mom. He's very close with his mom and his dad. His dad is super supportive. His mom is super supportive. They're like really close. You know, they're really good people.
Wow.
From what he's told me. And he told me that he told his parents about me because he said he feels like I'm kind of sort of the one and all that. So it's like, all
And
right.
how many dates did you went on with them?
We went on 3 so far.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, he's a Sagittarius, so
Whatever. Okay, is his body legit?
his
I know
body is
you're thinking for
amazingly
bodies.
gorgeous. His
Oh my
body
God.
is gorgeous.
He's like,
Like,
a
he
one.
feels it. You know how, like, you see that guy and you're just like, this is probably those ones who's just like mask for mask. He's not. He's like just really sweet and all that, but he's a Sagittarius and whatever. You know, that's gonna change sometime soon.
Okay, so he has a good job. He's family oriented, and he has an amazing body. Is he
But
good
he's a
kisser?
Sagittarius. He's an amazing kisser. You know how he's one of those ones that you could tell learn from the best of the best kiss wise.
Oh,
I feel like he's great in kissing. He's just all around great, you know?
and he is team dark skin. You know how you like him.
He's
dark-skinned?
gorgeous. His skin is just gorgeous, you know? But he's a Sagittarius. So, I mean, I don't know. This will be our last day because he's a Sagittarius. And, you know, I don't know how I feel about all that.
Honey, only Jake you got backed up is on Jack, and
And all of them were okay, you know. One of them, he didn't have a real job. He was just like, oh, you know, I do have a job, but he was like an escort, but he wasn't getting paid. He was like a free escort or something like that, you know. And
okay,
then,
what about Keith? You was dating Keith, and he was a banker, and he was top in his career, and he was family oriented. Had a lot, and one thing you had a problem with is because he had a little bit of feminine ways.
yeah, it was
And
just
what
like
about-
too much film.
What about?
Like, what's next?
What
We're
about
gonna
Doug?
vogue into the. What's
Let's go
next?
to
You're gonna
Doug.
vote.
Same
What's
thing.
next? He's gonna vogue into the bedroom. I don't want that.
Okay,
Ew.
what about Doug?
Doug.
Doug was amazing.
Doug was okay.
Yes,
Doug
he
was.
was.
Doug was like.
You set up and he
Doug
was going
likes
to school. He was in his
scrapbooking.
last semester of school.
But Doug likes scrapbooking. And you know, that's like so old. Like, who wants to date somebody who's like old? You
What
know?
about Jimmy? Jimmy, oh my God. Jimmy was amazing.
Jimmy has 2 children that he takes care of, and I'm like, I don't want to
He
be no
takes care
baby's
of
mama.
them.
I don't want to be somebody's
He had
mom.
twins. You remember when he had sex with It was
I
a
know,
one-time
but still,
shot.
It's 2 kids. It's more than one, and that's less than 3.
And
it's
my
still
question,
too much.
bitch, what you got to offer to the table?
Look at this body. I'm fabulous. That's it.
You
That's
don't
all
have a
I
job.
need. And I don't need one.
Bitch,
My
you
job is being
dropped out at
fabulous.
the 9th grade. One, you was gonna make it to 10.
I don't need to do all
And
that.
you're
I need to
on
read
the bus.
the girls down.
You're
That's
on
what I
the
need
bus.
to do. And
Hashtag,
my man's supposed to have a car.
you have
That's
food
what he's doing.
stamps.
My man's supposed to have a car.
Hashtag, you have food stamps.
Food ain't cheap though, so you just go ahead and take that back.
Oh my goodness, what we gonna name this moment? Your standards don't have to be that high.
Yeah. Like if you're just sitting there like, oh, there. I'm gonna just say to this because this was a joke. Like this one guy I was talking to, you know that light skinned guy that I sent you recently.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, the one that I said.
Oh, I have all the phones.
Yeah, he does.
Because I will have to kill these bitches off. Send the cops
But
away.
it's this light skinned guy that I sent him recently. His name is Reynard. Let's call him Reynard. He was saying that he was like, oh yeah, I'm an Aries, and I was like, oh, I can't talk to you. But I joked with him. I was like joking, and he was like, really, you're gonna do that? And I was like, no, I'm just kidding. I'll talk to you, sweetie. And we got into a conversation. So it's like, have standards, but don't set them so unbelievably high that you're gonna not find that guy. There's a niche market for that guy, and he's probably already taken. So just FYI.
I think, just have certain standards that's important.
Mm-hmm.
I think I always accept honesty.
Loyalty.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
and that's just an ambition.
Yeah.
So it's just like if you have all three of those combined,
and communicate, great communication. Because you can be honest, but you don't know how to communicate. You don't communicate at all.
But be honest about you not the best communicator.
Yeah.
So it's like all
levels.
Oh my God, we're doing it. So it's just always incorporate that into your everyday life and definitely your dating life. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think always be honest. If you're in a situation where some people date for right now, versus saying, oh, I don't ever see that you was the one I'm always going to be with. Because they got those people too.
Yeah.
They'll date you for now.
It's just for fun. They're just...
Yeah.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly, but
as long as they're honest.
Yeah, as long as the person knows.
Be honest with me.
I'm like, oh, okay. Bye. Because I don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
But at least be honest with that person and never lead a person on. I think that's just the hurtful feelings. And when I find out people do that, that really just... I'll be looking at you like...
Actually. Yeah.
Baby, the duck lips will be on though.
But, all right, you guys. We're going to get back into our podcast. All right.
Hola.
Hey.
Y'all back.
What's going on?
Stuck with us. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all know
now, if y'all could just send us some money.
I know. $20.
Send it to 1-800. We broke, though.
5,000. Look, I didn't switch for 20 and went to the 1,000.
Yep, you might as well.
I had
goals.
some damn
goals
behind that chat.
All right, you guys. So this one was the reason we did relationships part 2.
Toxic relationships.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we're gonna do this one. We're gonna give this a start off, and then we're gonna jump into a new thing that we're gonna try to incorporate into our little thing called toxic relationships. So basically, right now we're talking about toxic relationships, and then we're gonna jump into toxic people because toxic relationships aren't just. Toxic relationships aren't just with
romantic relationships.
Yes,
it can be as fun of friendships and even family.
Because not all toxic relationship is romantic.
Girl, bad.
But yeah, so it's like, we're definitely going to have to jump into family, and that's probably going to take us a while. So we'll just let y'all know. That might be a 2-hour episode.
Yeah, we might just need to just hit it in right now with the toxic relationships.
All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to go ahead and lean into the idea of and I think we kind of talked about this earlier in our little commercial, our little non-paid sponsor, you guys. So
yeah, we had
the
broken into that one.
Yeah, the confused relationship where it's like somebody says confusing. You know what? I have words, okay?
And a key word on that confusion. Some people, when they're confused, they try to make you confused.
Yes.
And they'll have you overbalanced where you don't even look.
And
stick to your guns. Know yourself well. Say, you know what? Hey.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
I want to know what we are
Exactly.
and
And
who
I don't
you
want to
are.
hear yes or no.
That's it. I don't want to hear.
Oh,
well,
maybe. I don't do maybes.
Yeah.
Yes or no. If you feel like you at that level of not accept maybe, because when they say maybe, honey, don't do it.
They're not ready for you.
Exactly.
They're not ready.
Because your
for
feelings
you.
have grown far enough to
Too
know
bad,
that
too
you
much.
to ask that question.
Yeah.
And you don't leave with no answer besides yes or no.
Exactly.
And once they if they give you a maybe, that's still a no.
Yes.
It's not a yes.
Really, that's
you
a no.
Don't take that. Oh, it might be a yes. I've been on that in the stick. Yes or no.
Don't do the thing where, and this is where a lot of us fail. I'll say that because I've done it too, where I see your actions, and sometimes your actions are, "Hey, I want to be with you," and then your actions are, "I don't want to be with you," and it's just like this confusing.
And actions do speak louder than words.
Yes, it does.
But I had a situation, I'm gonna let you know, where I felt when I was talking to a person and telling them like yes or no, they was like, "Oh, I don't know how to love. I've been through something." Oh yes, this was he should not be named.
Oh,
I don't know how to love.
It makes sense.
My parents didn't love me, and I'm just feeling sorry, so I'm trying to show this person how to love. Oh, I've been through it. Don't do it. You know, at the end of the day. And, you know, it took a while for me to realize what this person was doing to me, but they use that. They'll use the situation they've been through, the pain they've been through, and try to use that why they can't make a decision.
And their body.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And their body.
And okay, look, like we're not about to go through that. Yeah, let me say something. That's one thing y'all need to watch out from. With you have to separate yourself from sex.
Yes.
And they always say take a while before you have sex. Because let me tell you something, sex ruins everything.
Oh, it does.
It blinds your judgment. It blinds everything. And I was with this person. I was really in love with this person.
He was. I think.
But the sex was amazing.
I think that's what really blinded the whole situation. Because he used to tell me stuff, and I'm like, what?
But the
he said that
was amazing. When I mean amazing, it was like to the roof, and that's what it was. Mm-hmm. And
go ahead.
It was to the roof, and it was amazing. But I had to get out the frame of. I don't know. Sex will take away from your whole mind thought process. It will really will. It will take away everything from it. So that's why sex ruins everything. You have to get to know this person on the emotional level. You have to know who this person. You gotta know who you deal with. Because at the same time, when you're with this person, you kind of like having an issue with them. They can draw in sex and make you forget about the whole situation that happened. You have to know what you're dealing with. And you can't let sex ride your mind and ride your thought process. Because if you do, I guarantee you, you're going to be in a situation where it's toxic and you're not getting nowhere. And you're going to be wondering why you're arguing and why you keep on complaining, because it's like, it's the sex. The sex can be that good that it's just like.
You're going to be wondering why, like, you're sitting there alone and you're like, why am I here alone? And they're where they are, whatever they're doing, and I'm just unhappy. Mm-hmm. And I'm in a relationship, or supposedly what I think is a relationship, but it's not. You know, that kind of thing.
Let me tell you something. A relationship based on friendship. You have to have friendship. Friendship is number one key. If you don't have friendship, because sex gonna get old. You're gonna get older. Like, it's really gonna be that point of connection, that friendship, that loyalty, that respect, that everything you have for that person. Mm-hmm. If you don't have that, because sex gonna end. We getting older. Every time you get old, like, sex is going to dry out. Yep. But you got to have more on to this person, to cling on to this person, and have this person draw in at the end of the day. Because the sex will get old. I don't care who you with. Oh, I'm the best. And all. It will get old. The person like, oh, all right, I felt this feeling. I felt this spot. But when you make love to a person, because there's a difference with love and respect. Really, truly is. It is. When you love a person and make love to a person, and sometimes when you think that you're making love with a person that really don't love you in that way, that they're just having sex with you, it's a complete difference.
It is.
So let's get that situation different from love and sex. Because when a person loves you and care about you, they're going to sacrifice anything to make you happy. Not saying that they're going to lose their standards. Because you don't want them to do that. But when they love and care about you, I'm telling you, you'll know that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Yeah, we all have that situation where it's just like, you know, you deal with somebody who brings confusion, and you deal with somebody who's trying to change you a little bit and all that, and you deal with somebody who's like not there in what they want and everything. So that causes confusion in the relationship where you're just like, is this person the one? Or am I wasting my time? Do I really like them? Do they really like me? You know, you kind of question it brings out the questions in the relationship. So that's why I feel like confusion is one of those toxic people that you want to try to avoid as much as possible. Like, don't fall under the trap. Don't fall for the, oh, well, I'm trying to be with you, but I don't know how to be with you. Or some people where they're like, I mean, I never really said I was going to be with you. I just said I was considering
Oh,
it.
honey, I went
Yeah.
through that. We're not going to even go
And
to
you know how
that.
they give you the, we're on the fast track towards a
And when you
relationship.
start catching feelings, or you have a way you like, well, I should be feeling more of this. Like, why are you doing? Oh, and well,
You're doing too much. They'll be like, you're doing too much. You're like,
don't do that. Let me say something.
don't
You're
let somebody
not
tell you to
allowed
question your feelings.
Exactly, because if I was in that scenario and I feel like I was the other person, that I feel like a person was loving me more than I loved them, and I told them what it was, I would step away from that person.
Yeah.
Because they're too far gone to the point that.
And I would to be honest with you, I wouldn't put myself in a situation where I'm like, oh, I want a relationship and I don't.
Yeah.
I'm always very honest with what I want with the person.
It is a difference in some situations.
True.
Because one of my situations where they had a person that was loved me and they was in love with me, and I was, I loved them as a person. I was not saying, yeah, because it felt like that. Because when you find out a person loves you, it's like you're kind of trying to feel that same feeling in a certain way. And you gotta understand when you're trying to force something and then something that's natural at the end of the day. And I feel like with this situation, I felt like I was trying to force it because the way that this person was handling it. It was like, let's do this, let's do that, like, let's go here. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, look, hey. And, I'm like, I'm here. If I'm talking to you, I'm dating you, you're the only person I'm going to talk to, I'm going to date.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was trying to get that through to this person. This person was just so hesitant to make me do things that I felt like I really didn't want to do.
Yeah.
At that moment, I was like, I just want to just relax. Like, I want to get to know you. And this was a Pisces, by the way. # tried it.
He's always trying those Pisces. But who's current? Who is current bae?
Current bae is Pisces.
Okay, then. You're welcome. And who is actually, I'm going to call this out. And yes, I'm calling you out too, BJ. Who is your actual best friend? What sign?
I said Sagittarius.
You played yourself.
Oh, I think you said, no, hold on. Stop. No.
You played yourself.
Hold on, first time.
You played me.
No, I thought you was asking about his sign.
No. I said your actual best friend.
Oh, a Pisces.
See?
Oh, shut up, bitch.
We got your back.
No, but for real.
We got your back.
It was just moving so quickly, and I didn't have the time. Let me tell you something. If you're in a situation where you feel like a person, because it's so many dynamics to that. If you feel like you're that person where you have somebody, you are in love with them, and they're with you, and they're trying to be with you. I was looking at that fan like, is he trying to and be with you? You got to look at that to the point of saying, hey, this person's here. He's trying to get to know me, or whatever case may be, or she, whatever case may be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whoever's listening, don't force or rush a person. And I feel like with that situation, the person was rushing me. And I feel like, why are you rushing me? Let me relax. And it was just so much. And I was like, look, hey, I'm not there. You're trying to force me, and I don't want to be forced. Yeah. I want to fall in love with you naturally.
I'm in that way too. Like, I had a person that I was with, and it was kind of like we weren't dating for that long. We started dating for like maybe 3 weeks.
Is this the situation?
The Latino guy.
Okay, cool.
We were like together for like 3 weeks, and he's like, "Oh, I just want to say I love you," and I was like, we ain't even gotten that close. I don't know. I wouldn't suggest mixing that. I wouldn't suggest mixing those.
Why?
That with what you're drinking, with what you already had, because that's what made me throw up. Remember?
This thing made me throw up.
I'm talking about me, because I had that and this coconut thing, and then I had some vodka,
Okay, I don't have coconut.
Okay, girl. When you throwing up in the bathroom and I'm holding your hair back, just know a Pisces tried to warn you.
I have a mohawk.
And I'm holding it back, helping you
Bitch,
out.
I have a mohawk.
And I'm putting paper towels by you.
Continue, girl.
But yeah, it's one of those, it was one of those situations where we were together 2 or 3 weeks and he's like, I really love you. And I'm like, I don't even know you that well. But I was like struggling because I didn't want to be mean and say
Now,
I
look,
wasn't.
hey, can we
Yeah.
hashtag never say you love them if you don't love them.
Yeah.
And I was in there with
Well,
the
I didn't
situation
say
with the
that.
Pisces.
I actually didn't
never
say.
you didn't?
I didn't say it to him.
I did.
But
I don't know
I was
how to
like,
respond to that. It's
yeah,
like,
because you're just like, I was like, I don't want to be mean and not say it back, but I don't feel it. So it was like I was struggling with it for a week almost.
how was
And
your
I was-
moment? He told you over the phone or in your... Yeah, he told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was told
It was.
personal.
You could say it. You could say it. It was an online
on the
situation.
phone. It's on the phone.
It was an online
Mine
situation.
was physical, and he
Yeah.
told me, and I was
It's
like,
so weird because you're just like, if I don't love you back. Sorry about
lucky the
that.
person I was with when I told him that, because
Mm-hmm.
I did tell him. We was just actually having a whole conversation about it before we got
Mm-hmm.
onto of saying that, and I was like, and I had asked him. I just really asked him. He was like, yeah. He said, I kind of figured that that's what you were gonna say, because I told him, I said, hey, I want to say something to you, but I was like, I'm scared to say it.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And he was like, I said, how you know I was gonna say? He's like, because I seen it in your eyes.
Aww.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't want to bring it up, but back to the scenario what we were talking
But
about.
yeah, because it was just one of those things. Like he just said it.
How do you just look? I
was
looked at him
just
like
like,
this. This is how I looked at
This
him.
is me. Okay.
Did he actually like? Okay.
No, he didn't ask. He just said it, and I guess it got quiet because I was just sitting there like, okay, and I was just like, I don't know how to respond because I don't love this person back. I didn't hate him.
I
Because,
don't think-
like
first off,
it was
it's
just one of
a
those
difference.
things where
You
it
can-
felt like it was too fast.
I think you could probably love him as a person.
Yeah.
If that makes
Excuse
any
me,
sense.
gross. But
So-
it was just, to me, I didn't love him. Like I thought he was interesting. I thought he was fun. I like getting to know him, but I didn't love him.
My situation, I think I just loved him as a person.
Yeah.
I was getting to know him,
Yeah.
and I knew his
This
feelings
is,
were going for him. And I was looking at him like
This is
the Pisces.
okay. Well, he needs another name because there's you know a lot of Pisces. So let's just
Bitch.
call him the booty cheeks. You're welcome. You are welcome.
Okay, but yeah, that's what he was. And I just
Yes,
looked
he
at him
was.
and I was like,
He's that in abundance.
I remember we was driving from the Woodlands to
Mm-hmm.
Houston. I remember exactly when it happened. I was looking at him like,
Oh, that is far. That's far, and that's awkward. That's just
no, I was actually doing Uber out there.
I know, but still, that's far. From the Woodlands to Houston?
Yeah, it's
That's
not that far. It's a what? Never mind. First of all, when you live in
you-
Houston, it's less. I'm from New Orleans. Now, yeah, that's considered far, but
Take a shot.
I've been living in Houston for a long time. Oh, bitch, please.
No, because you and BJ teamed up on me because I was like, oh, it's not that far. And y'all was like, Houston people, y'all
Oh
not
Lord,
far.
you
Y'all's
have
not
you
that-
have a billion people with you in Houston. Shut the fuck up! Like you really doing
No,
too much.
because you be sitting there
you,
like, you
spinning the
and
web too
BJ,
much.
you and
You
BJ be
spinning
sitting
the web
there.
too much because I'm telling you, like, no, you really like doing some. Never mind.
No, because you and BJ do that. Like I was sitting there when his family came down, and y'all was like, what is far? Y'all was like, what's far? And I was like, it's not that far from here. And y'all was like, what is far? Because Houston far is 2 miles. And I was like,
But wait a minute, at least they as honest with it. They're from Atlanta
no,
and they know how far
you
it was.
were included in that.
I was included. No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
No,
I was
not.
very- I
You're
felt
doing
very
too much.
attacked.
I was not.
I felt very attacked. Okay.
Well, at least I'm honest. At least the real South gonna be honest. Y'all not the real South, so y'all
Okay.
wasn't honest.
Okay.
Let's get back to the nitty.
Okay,
But
anyway.
no, I was there and I was just looking at him like, oh God.
Yeah. I know.
Like, what do I say? And I was like, and I just did a smile. I swear to God, I did a smile. I was like,
Yeah, because it's just like you don't want to be like Because, when you feel it, you're ready to say it. But when you don't feel it, you're just
I
like,
think with the situation with me, it felt so like he was good. He was a nice sweet guy, but he was so clingy.
Yeah.
He clinged on to me.
you told me.
And
This was like a
I
weird
swear
period where,
of
remember,
God.
we stopped talking for a while.
Were we?
Yeah, we weren't talking like that. Like, we used to talk, and we didn't really talk. Like, I
Because
think...
him, like
I know,
it
that's
was
what I
hard
was
for me
telling
to
you.
have
Told
a
me.
conversation with Jay. It was hard for me, and I was like,
No, we said his name was Booty Cheeks.
no, his name's Booty Chick. I'm talking about Jay.
Uh-huh. Oh.
So, and I'm like, damn, like, I can't even hang out with my friend, like, and at that time, he was, like, my top friend at the moment. Bitch, don't try.
I didn't say nothing.
But I was
wasn't
like,
do nothing.
and I was like, oh my God, like, I just want to, like,
Just
spend
have
time with my
peace.
friend. And this was, I'm not gonna lie, this was time when me and him really got close, and we really got really, really close. Like, we were really friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, like, so amazing. Like, if you hang around Jay, you know how the momentum he builds up. It's
True.
just like...
He's like a very, like, he's one of those people that you don't really know what to really expect. But he's fun. Like, he's one of those people that's fun. He's fun whenever you're around him.
I love and care about him.
I know you do. I'm glad y'all are working.
We are. We're on a good track.
I know. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I told you. Remember we had that conversation in the car. And I was like, I think y'all will work it out. And he was like, I don't know about all that, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I will.
Mm-hmm.
I know you. You're welcome.
But we had, I don't know. It's just, I was all that, and I felt like I was meeting his family too quickly. It was just a lot.
Yeah, you told me it was a lot. Like, you just was like fast
I was
tracking.
like,
Y'all was almost at moving in stages. Oh.
And I had the point of saying, I just want to walk to the store. That was like, I was like, just fucking walk.
Yeah.
Away. And when I did that walk, it was like the most amazing thing to my life. And I remember he called, where are you? I said, I'm at the store, and I just want to, like, look around. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I was like, really, like, I just want to look around. I just want to just look around. And it was like, well, I need you to go. I'm like, look, dude, like, I'm up the street. Like, I'm trying to just and it's just like, oh, I need you. I'm like, bitch. I don't know. I think he had to have a sign in the water. You guys remind yourself, you have a moon sign, and your moon sign reflects of the other part of your action, your personality.
I don't know what my moon sign is.
Can we look that up? No.
We should. That'd probably be a good idea. That'd be a good idea. We could do that.
Okay. And I think it was a water sign. It had to be. Because this shit was too strong. And mind you, the way this child was younger than me.
He is?
Yeah. So, that's how serious of a long time I needed. But it's just one of those tie situations. So we're going to get into our second topic. Third topic.
We're still in toxic relationships.
Bring up,
yeah, you wanted to bring up one.
Okay.
Yeah, you mentioned there was a toxic relationship I did that you wanted to kind of throw into the fold and all that.
What toxic situation?
A relationship that you experienced.
What toxic relationship I was pissed off about?
No, it was from your past. You were talking about, give me a second, about the letter. And you said about the idea of actual love and compassion. Like being passionate and actually being in love with a person, or actually feeling love for a person, you know?
Oh, it's just wrong.
You remember? Because you told me about that. That was what we were going to do. We were going to put that in there.
Oh,
excuse me.
We were going to talk about the differences between passion and real love. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the person I was talking to at the time was very passionate. And I did love this person at the end of the day. Because, when I love you, I love you. You got to separate those two at the end of the day. I think at the same time, when you love a person, you got to find out what you love about this person. And love is blind. But I feel like I was passionate about who he was. and what he liked to do and all that. And of course, he was sexy. He was a very cute guy and stuff like that. But I did love him as a person as well. So I don't know. It's like a different factor into that.
I'm checking my time zone.
You have to set up. I gotta set it up real good. That's a long subject right there. Passion and love.
It is. I think we might need to put this in the next thing if you want to do that.
Yeah, because this is too strong.
It's going to be a long time, and we want to get out of here, you guys. We got things to do.
Not saying we're trying to rush y'all, but we're not getting paid for this.
I am.
I'm not getting paid for this. Bitch, I'm about to...
I'm that girl. You knew I was.
So we'll throw that on you. So stay tuned. We will have this come back up again. We're going to talk about passion and love.
We're going to put it under toxic people, because that was what we were going to throw this off.
Just call it toxic, so we can go so much with that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Toxic people, because I was saying like relationships, co-workers.
It can be just anything. Self-reflecting, like if you're doing something that's
well,
toxic.
You're a person too, so toxic people, inner you.
We're gonna call it toxic. I'm a Britney Spears fan. Toxic bitch.
No, but that's
Britney bitch.
That's actually the video though.
Bitch, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna let you guys rest your ears. Thank you guys for listening so much. We really appreciate it. Please tell your friends or whatever if you feel like they will like us, or
tell your man.
Give them something to do.
Tell your man.
I remember I used to work at Walmart overnight, so I used to love to listen to things. I used to listen to Judge Judy. I really wasn't pretty much so on. Oh, yeah, she's the bitch. And if I had known about broadcast and I would have pretty much so been listening to that. I felt at that moment. I think it would probably help me in a lot of situations. But, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Send us love comments if you can. I know you girls like to get a little dirty. Let's send as long as it's coming from the heart. If you put hashtag coming from the heart, I will get it. All right, you guys, we're out of here.
Before we go.
Okay, Lord have mercy. What happened? You have a Cancer in the moon? Did you put your time in? What's your time?
4 a.m. I was born 4 a.m. Hold on, let me put it on 4 o'clock just in case. Let me see if I get a better one.
Bitch, no.
Oh my God. I didn't get a better one.
Damn.
So I'm a moon Cancer.
You're a moon? That's fucked up.
You're a Cancer.
No, it's like you wouldn't want a whole full water sign.
I'm a full water sign.
Okay, you guys, we're going to talk to you later. This is breaking news. This is a whole friend
this is a friend emergency.
It is,
I'm
you
shocked,
guys.
I'm sad. I'm verklempt.
I know. I think I know your passcode right now.
No.
Ooh, bitch, you changed it.
No, you don't. You never knew it.